Moisture barrier cream, so great for you if you have that drier skin. Actually, you can use it year-round, so it's fantastic. It's our newest launch. Make sure you guys check that out.
It's luxurious, rich, and really helps to target the texture and the fine lines and wrinkles. Okay, I love this one because I remember, because we always talk about, we're like, the buzzword of health and beauty in general is peptides. I know you've all heard of peptide when it comes to diets, when it comes to skincare, when it comes to things that we ingest, right? Peptides are fantastic. What are they? That's why we ask the esthetician, because these peptides are specifically for the skin. That the way that I learned it from you in layman's terms is that they help stimulate. That's what peptides do. They help stimulate things that are maybe sleeping a little bit. Well, this is going to help stimulate new collagen production. So,
muy bien.
Muy bien, gracias. So this, we're getting the duo. Just one of these little bottles with these gorgeous gold flecks on the inside is normally $125. This is a $250 value. Well, we've got it for you. Instead of $125, $42.49 each. You're saving $46 on one and you're saving two. I don't know how we do it, but the price goes up at the end of the day. So let's get into it.
Okay, so if you're seeing dullness, you've lost that brightness in the skin, you have the deep lines and the fine lines, and you're just looking in the mirror and you're like, I want to plump my skin back up, you will not be disappointed with Triple Peptide Drops. And funny story is that we named them Triple Peptide Drops, but you actually have 4 peptides. Maybe we couldn't name it quadruple. I don't know what happened there. But you get 4 different peptides here that are working to exactly what you said, Rosina. A+ on that is they are little messengers, and what we're messaging your skin to do is, hello collagen, wake up, you're sleepy, and we need you to get back and be active. When you stimulate the collagen and the elastin in the skin, what we're doing is we're plumping it up. So look at the before image, you see the deep lines across the forehead, dehydration, which is that kind of shiny appearance that you see, and after 4 weeks, that is completely, almost really erased from her skin. And Triple Peptide Drops was one of the things that Dr. Lancer, when I first came to this brand, told me to do every single day, because I came to him and I said, I want to have Botox, please inject me. And he said, get out of my office right now. You were not doing that. And he said, use Triple Peptide Drops. And if you've been watching my live streams here at Q, you know for the last few weeks I've been talking about this. I am going through bottles and bottles every month of it, but it's because he was right. I mean, now I look in the mirror and I'm like, okay, I don't need the Botox because this is so good. It's plumping up those lines that I originally thought I needed to inject.
And it's also making the skin look tighter, right?
Yes.
And more hydrated. Now, I have it on. It is lightweight. It feels like nothing. It's not sticky at all. And these are all the things that it's doing for our skin.
Yep, it's going to help with that hydration. It's going to improve the skin elasticity. That's what gives you that bounce and that plump in the skin. It's going to help the fine lines and the deep wrinkles and the texture. You have vitamin E in here, which is so healing to the skin. We have niacinamide, which is a brightener, and those little beautiful beads. If I can show you, these are the little jojoba beads, and they're going to melt into your skin when you buff them in and just work them in, you know, as you apply. So you can use 2 to 3 drops into any Lancer treatment. You can put these in your moisturizer or apply them directly to clean skin day and night. You want to be consistent. Skin takes about 4 weeks to get itself repaired and visibly renewed. So be consistent with your skincare routine. The beads are beautiful. They melt right into the skin, and you're just going to go from almost like a dry little raisin to a plump, juicy grape.
I'm doing my hands like crazy because we have David Markstein jewelry coming up next hour, so I'm gonna have beautiful hands to present the jewelry. Plump and not raisiny hands. But really, now this, if we wanna add this into, for example, our method, where do we add it?
Perfect question. So you would polish and cleanse first, and before you lock everything with the moisturizer, the Nourish, you'll put the treatment on. So that'll go right in between that polish, cleanse step. Put your serum on and then lock everything in with the moisturizer. So you can see here again, before and afters. This is exactly why Dr. Lancer is such a genius, and he said, you don't need to do any injectables, Daniela, just go use the product. And he was absolutely right. The peptides, we're giving you 4 different ones in here, are going to help stimulate that collagen and elastin. We're signaling your skin to wake up, plump back up like it did when it was younger. And you can see the results there after just 4 weeks, brighter, tighter, more plumped skin.
So we just got more in, because it's more just arrived, and there's fewer than 400 to go around. Now, when we see these photos, these before and afters, this is all that these people use. They're not adding it into any other routine.
That's right. They're not adding anything in here. And you might look at a picture like this and say, well, you know, I still see some fine lines or some deep wrinkles afterwards. But, you know, that's okay. This is just 4 weeks. What's going to happen at 8 weeks? What happens at 12 weeks? It just keeps getting better and better. And I can tell you, I am in my late 30s now. I was seeing that line. I laugh and I sleep like I frown, and my dad has the line, and it's a whole thing. And using this for the last couple months consistently, I can honestly tell you, I just feel more confident in my skin, right? Like, even, I don't wear too much makeup anyway, but I just feel visibly renewed, confident, plumped, and it's that one go-to treatment that I'm not nervous about it being, you know, chock full of acids, too harsh, maybe I can't do it for my skin type. And you can see how beautifully it's applied. It's not sticky, Rosina, like you said. Such a wonderful treatment, and a duo tonight. Exciting.
A duo tonight. It's a $250 value, because just one bottle is normally $125. We have it instead of $125. $42.50 for one bottle. How could you not try this? Plus, if you're already a fan of the Triple Peptide Drops, then stock up and put this on auto delivery. You could put this on auto delivery right now, lock in these savings, lock in this price. You're going to receive it every 6 months for a year, and then you could cancel anytime. But if what Daniela says and what is happening to you, that you're going through bottles and bottles, if that's going to be you, which it will, why wouldn't you want to lock this in? Don't wait until like next time we present it, or go back to QVC.com and say, oh, okay, I need more, because they're going to be more than this. And then why would you want to do that? But then you can cancel anytime, but you're not going to want to, because it's all about the peptides. It's about what it's doing, what it's telling our skin, what it's telling our body to produce, which is collagen. Collagen is something that goes down, what, like
over
at 18,
time.
At 20, it starts going down?
Sadly, in our 20s, it starts to decline, and as we age even more, and the systems in our whole body, right, including our skin, start to slow down. So I always, when I teach this, say we have to give back to the skin what the skin is not doing for itself. So in this case, we're losing that collagen. But you can see here, don't take my word, look at the test. So immediately after application, 100% of our participants saw that improvement in the moisture, the fine lines, the wrinkles, and then after just using the product one time, 97% also saw the improvement in those deep wrinkles, which is what I saw after 24 hours. And I have a fun little story real quick, Rosine, if I can share it. Yeah. So ever since I started at Q, I've almost been on here 2 years now, and you know, we're always like putting stuff on our hands, right? So I actually got burned as a little girl. An iron fell on my hand, on my left hand here, and I had this really, it literally looked like an iron mark. It was really deep and brown, and I swear to you, because I'm always doing the Lancer stuff. It's almost gone. I don't have it. People used to think it was a birthmark. It's very, you see it there, it's very light. But it's so funny, and people are always like, oh, it's because you do so much Lancer stuff on your hand, but polish, cleanse. I mean, now you guys see me do this all the time, and it's literally changed my burn that I've had since I was probably 3 years old. So it's
that's
crazy.
Incredible that even Dr. Lancer had the problem with the burn, and you too. That's amazing. It's the first time you told me about that.
Yeah,
That's really
I've never told anybody that, but it was really dark. It was very pigmented, and it's been there since I was a little girl. You can see a little bit of it there left.
But it was very much darker than that.
Oh, it was much darker, and all the way even through my ring, you could see it, and it was literally the iron mark. But because I'm always putting stuff on my hands, you know, it's brightened. But specifically with Lancer skincare over the last couple years, now I'm like, what hand did I burn?
It's crazy.
I can't remember.
It's amazing. Now, you can try this. You can lock this in on auto delivery. This price does go up at the end of the day, though, so take advantage. Instead of $125 each, $42.49. Fewer than 350 to go around, though, so take advantage. I mean, we just got this back in the house. All right. So This is already popular. Of course it is. I said this one has a true cult following, and we haven't seen this since last